Hi everybody, it's Tired Mama here, and I wanted to take a little bit of time. The dog is still tired. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about my jobs. So I have done videos on, she's grunting. Life is so hard for her. I have talked about all of my jobs, but I want to kind of focus a little bit more in depth on one of them. So, first and foremost, I'm a youth pastor. That's my job. I work with kids through our church, in our community, kids that are our family, kids that aren't my family, and they're all considered my babies. I go to school events, I go to birthday parties, like I'm in their lives. A lot of times then they come to me when they really need someone to talk to that they're not really comfortable talking to their family. And that's a calling in my life. The church I serve in is not a church that is a paid position, so I do work outside of that, but that is my number one job. Number two, I work for these two companies, Vipkid and GOGOKIds. Both of these companies are the same kind of idea. I teach children on the other side of the world, in China and a couple of other smaller countries, how to speak English. And it's a full immersion program, basically, in order to get ready for work. I do this. I'm ready for work. I teach 25-minute classes with both companies, and I normally teach anywhere from midnight to 1 a.m. until 7 a.m. when I take my daughter to school. I've been with Vipkid now for 2 years. I just signed my 5th contract. I absolutely adore this company. They are located in Beijing, China, but I get paid just as much as I would be paid if I was working in a school system. And my faith in the public school system is very small. So I don't want to be a teacher in the school system. I don't want to have to deal with Common Core. So I teach these babies in China. The requirements for anyone who wants to know is you have to have a bachelor's degree and you have to have teaching experience. I love this job because I literally roll out of bed and sit in my chair. Y'all see this? Like, y'all have seen me. I'll do my hair and stuff, but not normally. Sometimes I put on a little red lipstick, and I just kind of go with it. Natural. The kids get a kick out of it, and it's a great, great program. Both companies. Truly love it. My third job. And this is the one that I really want to talk about a little bit more, and it's with this company. Okay, so UPWORK. UPWORK is a platform, and on this platform they list positions that companies have they want to hire a freelancer for. Let's say company A is a one-man show, but they really are horrible at answering customer emails. So they post a position on the website looking for a customer service oriented person who can work Monday through Friday, about 10 hours answering various emails. They may get 15 responses, and they'll have responses from the US and a few foreign countries as well. They can choose to only accept people from the United States or native English speakers. At that point, they interview them. There's a contract or proposal put into place. There's a time tracker that is run, and I'll post a picture of this here. So the time tracker runs when you're working. It takes screenshots of whatever you're working on, so there's no faking the system. You go back and forth, working, turn it on, turn it off, whenever it is that you need to be on. On Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time, the work week ends. When the work week ends, it sends your hours to the client. The client pays through the UPWORK website, and then you get paid direct deposit directly from UPWORK. Now, here's the thing to remember. These are 1099 positions. You are working under UPWORK as a contractor. You have to pay your own taxes. But I will tell you, I've had a lot of success on UPWORK. I started with my first contract about a month after I signed up for the website because I kept applying, and that's kind of the trick. Number one, make sure that you have all of your work experience on there. You never know where it could come into account. They also have certification tests that you can take, and you can be certified for anything from Zendesk to Microsoft Office or answering the phone. Take those and it ups your ranking in the system. I have been with UPWORK now for over a year, and I'm one of the key feature US customer service managers. And what that means is I no longer have to apply for positions. UPWORK notifies me when there's a position they think I would be good for. And I can tell you there's lots of people hiring because I get anywhere from 15 to 20 notifications a day for potential work for me. Of course, I can only accept what I can do in a day. So right now I'm working 4 contracts. They're all part-time. But what it ends up is I end up with a full-time income from home, from my computer. And the really only expense I have is my internet and my computer. It's wonderful. Now, there are different kinds of positions. There are phone positions. There are graphics positions, people who need website work or accounting work or legal work. If you are trying to be stay-at-home and you're trying to do something legitimate where you get a regular paycheck, I can tell you that all of these little funny things of sending these emails, y'all, that junk don't work. It does not work. But take a little time. You can find work through UPWORK. They also have a lot of virtual assistant positions as well. If you have any questions at all, especially about Vipkid or GOGOKIds, I'll put my referral links below. And I actually coach people through the interview process. I have a lot of videos on those, how to pass the interview. So look at the links of my other videos. If you subscribe, you'll get more tips and tricks on working from home, being a mom. My video is all about being a tired mama because, God, let's face it, unless you have a maid and a butler and a chauffeur for your youngins, you're tired. But then I also talk about opportunities to work from home, and I definitely will tell you that UPWORK is one of the top opportunities, legit opportunities to work from home, get a regular paycheck, and support your family without having to go out into the workforce. And the reason I really started it, and I'll tell you guys with true transparency here, is for 3-4 years, we homeschooled our daughter. And I needed to be home. Like, you can't really homeschool and not be at home. I've seen some people do it, but when we started, she was in the 3rd grade. I needed to be here to coach her, to help her. And we have a son, and I needed to be able to run back and forth. And the other part of it, guys, I don't like getting up and getting dressed every day. Like, when it comes to me and myself, I'm the person, like, my kids are dressed to the nines, and I'm in, like, a cutout neck t-shirt and some shorts. I don't like having to get dressed and do makeup and do hair every day just to go out and impress someone that could care less if I'm sitting at their desk or not, as long as I'm doing the job. I much prefer this. If you have any questions, concerns, things you want to ask me, comment below. I would love to talk to you and help you in your adventure to be a stay-at-home mom who has a job. I hope that you are all blessed. Be well. Go to church tonight. Go to church tomorrow. Go to church today. Find a church. Bye, guys.